Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol QCOM, Qualcomm. We'll take a look at the 15-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 15-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 15 minutes. So this here may look like a few weeks worth of time. It's actually just today's price action broken down into 15-minute time slices. I like through this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Unless you live under a rock, I'm sure you've seen Qualcomm in the news. It all started yesterday with the settlement with Apple, and then today with the big gap up just continue to play out a whole lot. But now that we have kind of the dust settling here a little bit, from a trading standpoint, it's a little bit easier to gauge kind of where the buyers are currently sitting at and then where the sellers are at. And I traded this one once again today. So this will be more so kind of me almost talking to myself and mapping out levels that I'm going to be watching going into Thursday. But the first area that really stands out is just where the price finally found some consolidation. And that's right up here around the $77 mark. You can see earlier on in the day, the price pulled back. And right there, hovered right around that general area, held strong. Later on, didn't hit it exactly, but got within the range of it, and once again, held strong. So 77, definitely an area to watch going forward. In the event that level does not hold up, then the next overall area would be the gap close location, and that sits down here. Oops, let's try that again. There we go. That sits down here at, let's see, what is that? The $71 mark. So I realize that's a pretty big space, but I mean, that just really kind of goes to show how crazy the price movement has been on this one. Also, keep an eye on the purple line right here, the 50-period simple moving average. Right now, yeah, it's valued at 69.58, but keyword being moving. So as Thursday plays out, that line is going to move itself higher and higher, and therefore, that value is going to change. So you'll have to be a little bit more proactive as a trader to track, the current value of that. In the event, though, this little bounce right here that's occurring during the final portion of the day, continues on up. Let's talk about a couple areas of resistance where the sellers seem to be hanging out at. First area of resistance going into Thursday right there at the $80 mark, and then if the price can push back up through 80, nothing until where it stopped during the first 15 minutes, which was up there at basically $82.50. So these will be the levels that I'll be watching going forward. But 77, that could definitely be an interesting short-sided trade. But in the near term, a nice potential breakout upside trade. If it can get back above 80, that could create a nice little movement to the upside. So we'll see what happens with it. But like I said, these will be the levels I'll be watching going into Thursday. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.